guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be doing this look for you. I really hope you like it, and if you do, then please keep watching. I'll speak to you next week. So I'm going to be using this Giorgio Armani corrector in the shade 2 and popping that under my eyes, and I'm doing it before I'm doing my foundation today, just because hopefully it'll counteract that darkness first. I haven't slept well lately, so I definitely need a corrector because my dark circles are going cray cray. And then just blend that in. I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Punjab. I forgot to buy a pump, so it's like this, so I'm just going to dip my little brush in it and put it on my face. You could put it on your hand as well, but now I'm going to use MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Light Boost, and I'm just popping that under my eyes, forehead, down the bridge of my nose, into a straight line, and cupid's bow and chin, blend it in. Then to set that, I'm using the Bernard powder from the Anastasia palette, which is that middle shade. Okay, so I'm going to use that middle shade to contour. Then I'm going to use the shade this side where my ring is, if you can see. The one on the left, it's left to me, I'm not sure if it's going to be your right, but it's the warmer brown to bronze my face up a little bit. So first of all, I'm using the contoury cover, the middle shade. Put it down the side of my temples. The jawline. And then what I'm going to do for my forehead is mix the middle shade and that warmer shade, which is underneath the highlight shade in the palette. So a warmer bronzer, and I'm just going to run that on the top of my forehead towards that temple. So it's a bit more bronzy and contoured at the same time. If that makes sense. I feel like I haven't spoke on camera for a while. Like my last video was a voiceover, which I hate doing. I hate doing voiceovers. I always feel really awkward. But yeah, apart from that, I can't remember. I think the last one was as well, wasn't it? I can't remember now. I'm then going to mix those two colours together again and go down the sides of my nose. You could use a smaller brush for this to make it more really contoured well, but I just tend to do this on a daily basis. Now for blush, I'm just going to use Benefit's Rockature. If my hand wasn't in the way, you could see it. There we go. It's this nice rose gold shade, and I love this colour. Matches my hair. So I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks and then go up towards my temple. Now I'm going to use this highlighter that I've just recently come across, and I'm sure you've all heard of them. It's a Becca one, and it's in the shade Opal, and it's just gorgeous. And I'm going to pop that in all the highlighted places, so the tops of my cheekbones. That's so nice. I'm going to run that down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, just there. My cupid's bow. And my chin. Blend them all together. I'm using this Furless stippling brush. Okay, so I've done my brows and this eye off camera. and I just used the brow pomade for my brows in Taupe from Anastasia. I've got a tutorial on how I do my brows. In the video I'm not using this product, but it's still the same technique really, so I'll link it down below. So now let's get on with the eyes. So I'm going to be using this tapered blending E40 brush and the shade Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, which is a very light peach, and I'm just going to run that just above the crease towards the brow bone in circular motions. Now I'm using a tapered E35 brush from Sigma and the shade Creme Brulee, which is a little bit darker than Peach Smoothie. I'm just going to run that in the crease and blend them both together by blending upwards. And this will work as our transition shade. Transition shade. I don't know where that accent came from. Or the way I speak that. That's weird. Alright, okay, so just keep blending until you're satisfied. Right now I'm going to use an E25 brush, which is this one. I'm going to be using this orange from NARS, and it is Persia. I'm just going just a little bit above the crease and then blend it downwards towards the crease. So I'm starting just above and then blend it, but blend downwards. And then out. And I'm just going to grab the E35 brush and blend it more. Then I'm going to intensify it a little bit by putting a little bit more in the crease. Now I've blended that all in, I'm going to use this shade from Laura Mercier and it's called Terracotta. Now this shade is so beautiful. It's like kind of iridescent in some places because sometimes you can see kind of little purple tinges to it, but it's obviously mainly the terracotta colour. But you can use this wet or dry, and I assumed that I would have to use it wet to make it as intense as I like, but you don't. I'm going to use it dry and it really just is so intense straight away. And I imagine this will last a long time because we don't need much. And I'm using this for the base of the lid. Now I'm going back to that E25 brush and Persia, the orange NARS shade, and I'm just going to intensify it once more. Now for highlight I'm going to use MAC Shroom on my brow bone. And I'm just using the concealer brush. And I'm going to also pop that onto the inner corner of my eye. Now using the pencil brush I'm going to get that Persia shade again from NARS, and I'm going to run that on my lower lash line. Don't be afraid to go quite low with this because once you've got your mascara on, sometimes it's hard to see it. And I just blend that up to that shade there. I'm going to blend it a tiny bit with this E25. I was going to use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner in Smog, but I feel like I've used that quite a lot in tutorials lately. But I haven't got any other brown waterline pencils, like eye pencils. So I'm just going to use this W7 Chunky Eyes, and this is mainly for the eyelid, but I'm just going to give it a go, and this is in the shade Cappuccino. Now I'm just going to put some liquid eyeliner on, and I'm just going to use the MAC one. It's called Boot Black. Yeah. But I do need a new one, so this is a little bit bitty at the moment. And I'm just going to do a bit of a wing and just bring it up to my tear. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using the Cheetah from the Balm, and the packaging is so cool, so you have to love it. I like how the brush comes out as well, because because the hole is quite tight, it kind of pulls off any excess mascara, so it's not too wet. Now for lipstick, and I'm using this one from Jared Cosmetics, and it is $19.95 and it's Jaclyn Hill's creation. So, and the formula's matte, but it kind of feels like it glides on really nicely. It's not like stiff, like some mattes are really like rigid. So that is the final look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I think this is a perfect look for autumn, or fall as you may call it. But yeah, if you liked it, then give it a big thumbs up, and please do leave me some comments. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button because it's free and it makes my day. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you next week.